Rise of Skywalker has just hit theaters, and now it is time to rank every single Star Wars Skywalker movie. Not Rogue One or the Solo, just the Skywalker movies. Okay, let's begin. Make sure to subscribe.
Do it.
Okay, in last place is Attack of the Clones. Now, there's one reason why I think this is last place. It's simple. It's forgettable. Whenever someone says, okay, name all the Star Wars movies, I always forget to say Attack of the Clones. I'm like, okay, Phantom Menace, Revenge of the Sith. No, wait, Attack of the Clones. Yeah, it's forgettable. I feel like no one talks about it because it's in a way boring even. None of the fights, in my opinion, are that good. I really think the only interesting part was the end of that big battle. That was the only interesting part. The rest of the movie, I didn't enjoy. I mean, the actors are pretty good, I'll give you that, and Jango Fett's pretty nice. But really, it's forgettable, it's kind of boring. I don't really watch it that much. Okay, Phantom Menace. You know, I feel like this one is, in a way, underrated. Because whenever someone ranks Star Wars, they always put this one last, and then Attack of the Clones next. I actually kind of enjoy it, in a way. Oh my gosh, Jar Jar is literally just smiling at me. Ew. But anyways, it's a pretty good movie. I mean, the Darth Maul fight, great. Pod race, okay. Jar Jar, that's probably one of the main reasons that I didn't enjoy it. But some parts are kind of boring too. Another reason, some parts are boring. Some parts are forgettable. But some memorable scenes are the pod race and the Darth Maul fight in the end. That's a really good scene. You know, I don't understand why it gets so much hate. You know, George Lucas did a good job. I mean, some people don't like the prequels. And I gotta admit, yes, some of the prequels aren't that good. But once you get to actually know them and watch them some more, you start to understand that they're actually not that bad. Last Jedi. Star Wars fans hated it. Critics loved it. Me? I remember seeing this trailer, and this is 2016. I was actually a pretty big Star Wars fan. And I'm like, oh, ooh, Star Wars. And then 2017, I started to get into Harry Potter. This is whenever I started to learn about Harry Potter and start to read it. Watch this. I came out of the theater thinking, what? Luke Skywalker would never act like this. It divided the fan base. It did. Like, this is the reason why we don't really enjoy the Disney sequels. Because Disney bought Star Wars. And I have a way they just did this all for money. Because Ryan, I'm sorry, but you did not do a good job. Luke Skywalker would never act like. There's not a single lightsaber battle in this, by the way, which I didn't like. And the ending was pretty cool with the walkers and all that. But really, this is one of the biggest choices of all time. One of the most popular movies of all time. And you had a job to do a movie. To do a good job of a movie. And you didn't do a good job of it. The fans were so mad. And this is probably the reason why we were a little afraid to watch Rise of Skywalker. Because we didn't know, was it going to be like Last Jedi? It wasn't that good. It really wasn't. I don't think, no. You have to write Star Wars the way the fans want to write it. Don't just think about yourself. The fans were so excited to see Luke Skywalker, and you just threw the lightsaber over your head. Just like you threw the new trilogy over your head. You ruined it. And this is why this is so low on the list. Okay, so Revenge of the Sith, I think many people can agree, is the best movie of the prequels. Mainly because it's pretty good. I mean, I was not expecting the Darth Vader in the end. That was pretty cool. I didn't expect any of it. It was great. And the lightsaber battle with the lava, that was actually really cool. I enjoyed this movie. Probably my favorite of the prequels, by far. A reason it's so low on the list is, once again, not too forgettable. But you can forget it, and you can not remember it. Some boring parts? Yes. Some great parts? Yes. You know, whenever I rewatched the saga, I was excited to watch this movie. I wasn't excited to watch the first two prequels. But whenever I got to Revenge of the Sith, I'm like, yes. I love this. It's a great movie. I really enjoy it. My friends enjoy it. It's a fun movie to watch. Thankfully, Jar Jar's in it a lot. Phew. Still, it's a good movie. My favorite part of the movie, by far, the Darth Vader, and that was great. I mean, yeah, it's a little cringy to hear him go, no, but still, it's a pretty good part. It just shows how angry he is, and his anger is just controlling him. Then Emperor Palpatine just smiles, and he's like, yep, we're gonna rule the Empire. It's a good ending. Probably one of my favorite endings. Alright, next movie. Okay, so I was gonna do a full video of just this movie review, but I'll just rank it now. I thought that this movie was okay. I thought it wasn't the great. I was kind of disappointed with the ending. You know, in the end, whenever she calls herself a Skywalker, I didn't really like that. Once again, everyone predicted it. Palpatine's alive. Didn't like how he was alive. Just Anakin, he did something for his son that everyone liked. And then he just ruined it here. And I don't like the way he died either. It's so lame just to see Rey just cross her lightsabers. That kind of happened in Revenge of the Sith with Mace Windu. I didn't like that, but it was a pretty good movie. I mean, it had some fun parts in it. Like, I did enjoy, whenever she was on the island, and then Luke Skywalker's ghost came, and he was like, this is a Jedi weapon, should not be tampered. Like, oh, that's a pretty good scene. It's great. The fight with Rey and Kylo Ren, that was pretty cool, and I liked how he had a change of heart, but I did not like when they kissed. I cringed harder than I've ever cringed in any Star Wars movie. I did not like when they kissed. I do not ship these two. I ship Finn and Rey. But still, it is a good movie, you know? Not my favorite in the new trilogy, but still, it's great. It's a good movie. Not my favorite, but not my lowest either. It's kind of low on the list, a little bit. Still, I liked it. I definitely would rewatch it if I had to. I'm gonna buy it whenever it comes out, obviously. Yep. Still, wish it could be better. I wish it was a better ending for the saga, in my opinion. Okay, Force Awakens is definitely my favorite in the new 3 movies. You know, definitely my favorite in the new sequel. It's a great movie, you know? It introduced Kylo Ren and so many new characters. And whenever Han Solo came into the movie, I'm like, oh my gosh, yes. But once again, I said this in my last video. This is kind of a copy of A New Hope. It really is. It definitely is. So I wish that wasn't like that. But it introduced Kylo Ren. That fight at the end was great. Han Solo dying was sad, but still, powerful moment. Powerful moment. Same thing with seeing the but I can't say it, but the Falcon on the screen. Whenever they got into that was a great Star Wars moment. It had some moments, and it had some bad moments. But still, I enjoyed it. Definitely one of my favorites. Definitely watch it again. And I kind of want to watch it now, even. I haven't watched it in a while. But I feel like this is a pretty good movie. I think it would be better, though, if it just was like a solo film. Not Skywalker's movie. The one that started it all. Yep. Love this movie. I love it so much. The one that started everything off. The original trilogy is the best. Not the prequels and not the sequels. The original. You can't beat the original. It's great. I love it so much. Whenever it goes on screen, I may be a huge Harry Potter fan, but if you haven't seen this movie, you really just haven't lived yet. Whenever it's on screen, I'm like, I drop everything I'm doing, and I just watch it. Because it's such a good movie. It started a great trilogy. And if only Disney just hadn't just bought it and then just mixed it with the new sequel, I would have been fine. I like the prequels. Those are pretty good, but the sequels are pretty good too, but I just really wish it never happened, in my opinion. This is a great movie, and so are the other originals. This should have been the ending. This is the true ending of this saga. It's a great ending. You know, Darth Vader sacrifices himself for his son. Palpatine is actually dead. I wish Disney just didn't buy it and want to make more. Because it's perfect like this. It's perfect on its own. We don't need another movie. This is a good ending. It's a great ending. We don't need another one. The ending was perfect with the Force ghosts at the end. It was perfect. We don't need another one. I loved it so much. One of my favorite Star Wars movies. It really is. And one of my favorite movies of all time, too. Great movie. I really wish Disney didn't take the rights to Star Wars and make more. But they did. And this movie's kind of ruined for me in a way. But still, I love it so much. Empire Strikes Back will always be my number one Star Wars film. You can't change my mind. It will always be the best. You can't change my mind. It's amazing. The beginning part was awesome. I love you, I know, was a great line. Improvised. Amazing. That made it even better. And I can't, whenever I watch this movie, I can't get my eyes off it. It's one of my favorite movies of all time. Definitely to my top 10 favorite movies. I would watch it. If it was on a screen, even if I watched it the other day, I'd watch it again. Because that's how good the movie is. None of the prequels or the sequels can change my mind about this. None of them can perfect this movie. None of them can perfect it. It's amazing. I would watch it anytime. And thank you so much for watching, guys. Goodbye.